Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Movies and Models, episode 8. I am your boy, Hollywood KP. We got my boy B More in the building, as you already know, and we got a special guest, two special guests joining us today. We got my homegirl, Madzilla, okay? Applause. And we have the legendary, the phenomenal, the superstar, the man, the myth, the legend, Columbus Short in the building. Let's go.
I see y'all got notes. We going. The notes are out
the window.
Notes are out the bed. Let's go. Keep it.
I'm gonna hold on to mine just in case.
I know he's going. Hold on.
I see y'all just throw
he's all book.
Don't be trying to look at my page, cause
I'm not
cheating. That's why he said I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean,
I got mad as a
normally, guys, what we do here, we like to talk everything, movies and TV. You know, we start off. We do our trailer reactions to different things that have come out. We got our Hollywood hot seat, which is going to be really, mostly you.
It's warm.
We want to toast it up.
Like 79 degrees.
Let's get it to 99. Can we get it higher?
Before we go too far, I just want to make sure we let everybody know to like and subscribe to the channel.
Please.
Thank you for coming. Because I know if you saw what happened last week, that's not normally how our show goes.
That's not normally how it goes. And you know Fizz.
Huh?
You know Fizz.
Oh, man, I grew up with the whole squad.
The
whole squad. You know, my manager is Rasby's brother.
Oh, nice.
So y'all locked in.
Yeah, we've been locked in for a long time. And I was shocked.
Yeah, because he can only throw hands, or
and the studio looked bigger. I was like, how they got a lot of
See, they cut the clip though. I was like, where's the rest of the clip? That's toxic. I know that's toxic.
Somebody got this side.
You know movie magic.
Somebody must have pulled out a
Yo, can we turn this mic up just a little bit? This one?
It was a couple cell phones rolling at that time.
It was a couple
cell phones rolling.
Yeah.
I saw a burgundy shirt trying to jump in. But big man.
He was big. It was a lot. It was a lot. But Fizz stepped up though. That was
there was a lot of people in the room though. It was like hella people.
But they
at the
fought
table.
like brothers. They didn't fight like it wasn't
Did
a
they?
real
Because it cut off. I was like, where's the rest?
Did anybody get socked?
It did look like they didn't really want the smoke, but they just wanted to.
They wanted to tussle.
Yeah.
It was more so Fizz didn't want to be disrespected. So he was like, you're not about to disrespect me, especially on this camera.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know that. And Big Dude was like, okay, well, I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
A lot of incidents, in the streets, internal, domestic violence, all kind of things like that. A wise man told me that it starts with disrespect.
Yeah.
It all starts with this. Nobody wants to be disrespected. And you know what I mean? Egos get in the way and things happen. But I was just... Man,
I feel like you should be able to square up and catch a fade. I feel like that's a healthy way of getting past. It's how it started from the beginning of time.
If the rule was that, but look, remember.
But you know what I'm saying? I'd rather it be that than people out here shooting and stabbing each other. Just catch the fade one time and
Nobody
then, respectfully.
I know. I'm just saying. No more.
I'm saying I think it should be,
They got the iron on them. So
I know.
They're not even trying to fight.
But, I'm saying I feel like it's a healthy way sometimes.
I'm
every once in a while you want to go there.
You feel bad after?
I'm a remorseful fighter because I'm a trained fighter. So I'm like, when I fight,
so it's
there's a difference right there.
So I'm like,
so
bro, I'm about to fold you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then all it's gonna go to is they running around trying to find their gun. You know what I'm saying?
So somebody got to pick up a chair or something.
The moral of the story is don't fight, guys.
Don't fight right now.
What I do want to ask you about that is so is it a thing for actors? Because how that situation started is Jordan Lee Brown takes his craft very seriously.
Yeah,
he felt like Fizz wasn't taking it serious enough when they were on set.
He probably wasn't.
And so is that a thing if for actors that are really about that craft?
Yeah, take it serious.
Are they offended when others don't?
Is there animosity towards those?
Personally, let me answer that personally. For me, I know what the assignment is when I sign up for it. So for example, if I get on a movie and let's say there's a trick casting, which means like casting that's going to move the numbers, like a rapper that doesn't have no rapper. That's just going to move numbers because of their social media or you have an influence.
They do it for the numbers.
No acting experience. I'm a real actor, right? And so... I treat that with that respect. Like, okay, you have, but I try to help them elevate the scene and are, and some people don't take that time or have the experience to teach. They're working on their craft and they're working on just what they have to do. But when a Fizz or, you can name anybody that gets put on screen with no real thespianic experience.
Yeah.
You know, some actors will get offended.
Yeah.
I don't ever
Not
think
you.
it. Yeah.
Maybe he was
Not
nervous
me.
too. If you're
Not you.
nervous and you try to kind of like cover it up with acting a certain way, that's like a little, maybe it's a little cover up of trying to hide the nerves, maybe.
No, it's deeper than nerves. I get nervous.
No.
You know, when I'm working with,
Yeah.
you know, when you got Oscar Award winners in front of your face,
Hell yeah.
and you got to do a scene with them, and it's you and them, and they got the cameras rolling, man, you got to be ready. And so but once they say action, something happens where the nerves go away. But if you don't have that training, you know what I mean? You might disrespect the scene. You might be showing up late. You might be trying to big dog because your
ego gets in the way.
You know what I mean? I'm from B2K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what they got Jordan in trouble. He said that B2K.
He said that he don't like fans don't like that. That set him off.
Hey.
But when you talk about trick casting, I know a lot of days now they are taking popular influencers, social media stars, and putting them into TV and film. Do you feel that that's a necessity? Does it take? Do you feel that it's taking jobs away from the best actors who are actually doing the thing, or what?
Well, so let me take off the actor hat for a second and then put on the producerial hat.
Okay.
Or if I'm a film financer, you want your film to sell, right? The goal is, yes, create art first, but there has to be art and commerce. And so when you want to figure out, you know, how are we gonna sell? How are we gonna get eyeballs? Just like you want eyeballs on your show, you want to have like, all right, well, we got a little part for Nicki Minaj, or you know, we might, you know, I have a little part. It'd be great to have you know, somebody that's popping, like
somebody that's popping. You throw somebody that's popping in the scene
because of why, like whether it's a TV show. So in a TV network or a studio, meaning one of the bigs, Warner Brothers, Disney, Sony, Paramount, Fox, Universal, you want to have somebody that has followers. And like, you know, even people that most talented artists right now that are on IG don't have label deals because the label wants to see followers. They started that first, right?
That's crazy.
So when you say I have 4 million TikTok, you know, viewers, that's valuable, and it cuts down on marketing.
And they
costs.
got core followers too.
So they like,
you got some,
bring me them 4 million. You know what I mean? We know we're gonna be able to open. We know we're gonna get, you know, if it's a TV show, we're gonna be able to, you know, have those numbers looking right. If it's a movie, we're gonna be able to open. If it's a record, we know we're gonna be able to sell, and cut down, like I said, on the marketing costs. So, you know, it's a win-win, but there has to be, you know, who's at the helm. So when you're talking about Jordan, right? When you're talking about like at the helm, when I get those people, I take time to work with them. And there's some artists, when you're an artist all the way. For example, Chris Brown, he's not just a dancer. He's not just a singer. He's an amazing visual artist.
Definitely.
Right? Like visually. Neo, an amazing visual artist. A lot of artists that we are multifaceted, but just delivered to the world in one package. And, you know, sometimes those skills have not been unleashed. Like Nicki Minaj is a fantastic actress.
She's good.
And the reason why I know that, because she was in art school. She went to art school. She was in drama. She was in, you know, she did that work. And so, you know, sometimes it's just about getting the shot and having somebody there to support you in that new space on the professional level.
Yeah, I think it goes back to what you said. The person has to be able to take it serious, though, and be respectful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All the things that because you know, shit, you're coming into a new space. Yeah. I want to see Cardi B in some movies though. She did. What she did?
She was in the movie with J-Lo.
She did good. She did good. She did all right.
She played herself.
But I want to see her in some more movies. I want to see her in some more movies. She came from, bro. I just love her history, like where she comes from. I was following her since before she was Cardi B, and she had the, you know, the fucked up cheese talking shit on Instagram. She was a stripper.
Bad to be like low key, like I kind of like Cardi B. Like,
I love Cardi
because she's a bad.
It's kind of hard not to.
She's raw as fuck.
She's real.
She changed the industry for so many women in the music industry or whatever that wasn't acting like that. Before it was like you gotta, act like Beyonce and be the perfect package or Rihanna or certain people. Cardi B came out here like fuck this.
She brought Lil Kim back. She brought the Lil Kim vibe.
Yeah, she did. Absolutely. She did.
Yeah, you right. You right. But you didn't see Hustlers, which is crazy.
I did see it. My bad.
That was
only. I did. Relax.
J-Lo.
I'm
so sorry.
I just wasn't at the front of my mind. What I should have said.
Phenomenal job in Hustlers.
She did. Hey, they both did good. Fuck y'all.
Who was my girl? Who was my girl in it? Was it Keke Palmer? No.
I haven't seen that in a while though. But yeah, I want to see her in some more shit. I want to see her in some comedy movies.
The chick who was on side of right next to J-Lo, like the main actress, the Asian
black
chick.
girl.
Who was the black girl in that?
No, it was Keke.
It definitely wasn't Keke.
Wasn't Keke.
I thought y'all was talking about J-Lo's new movie J-Lo's new musical movie. I didn't see that.
It wasn't Schubert's ex-wife.
Tiana Trump. Tiana Taylor, Tiana Trump. I'm sorry.
Tiana Taylor. Whoa.
You went all the way left.
Wait a minute.
You went all the way left.
Not Tiana Trump.
Here's the thing.
We know what his search history looks like.
First of all, the fact that y'all know who I'm talking about is crazy.
It was Keke Palmer. It wasn't Tiana Trump.
No, it definitely wasn't Tiana Trump.
You know who that is?
I have no parts of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
She a star too. I want to see her in the movie.
Who?
Tiana Trump.
Hey man, whatever.
She might get a Golden Globe one day.
Hey, Tiana's amazingly talented.
Thank you.
She's a beast.
She is a beast.
Tiana Taylor is amazing.
She a beast, man.
We talking about
Trump.
We talking about Tiana Taylor.
I'm joking.
We talking about Tiana Taylor, y'all.
Yeah, we're talking about.
They are both phenomenal. Okay.
All right, man.
A lot of people forget that you are multifaceted as well. Like you come from a dancing and a singing background. You're not just an actor. So I want you to just kind of speak more to like what it's like to tap into those other aspects of like what kind of creator you are.
It's been a journey, dude. Like keep it a buck. Like, when I came into the game, my first love is music, and then growing up playing drums, playing keys, singing in church, and then I fell in love with film. And, at a very young age, and I was like, I want to be in acting classes. I want to do this. I forced my mom to do that. As much as I wanted to be a pro football player or in the NBA.
I could have did that still.
Yeah. I'm a hooper. So, I was like, I'm going to just do what everybody else is not doing because I got a better chance, I think, maybe, which was delusional, but it ended up working out. Once I got, after Stomp the Yard, it was full steam ahead. Like, they had their plans, the agencies, my managers, the team, the business had a plan for me at that point. And what music was not in that plan. And so when I did Stomp the Yard, I used to go to the studio sessions with Chris Brown. I used to go to studio sessions with Neo. I was signed to Compound. Me and Neo were signed to Flight Time. I was 19 years old, signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, as a producer. And I couldn't, it was like at that time, Hollywood would put you in a box, and you're that box. You're an actor, period. Don't do this, don't do that, do that. This is you. And then I'm like, well, what took Jamie so long? Same thing. They put him in a box. The Jamie's multifaceted. Phenomenal. He can go from stage. He can go to screen. He can go
comedy
blame it. Blame it on the alcohol. He can
blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah,
one of the most talent.
Jamie and Creek. Everybody knows where they were when Blame It dropped. That was a banger. That was a summer banger.
We were in college together when that came out.
And he was 40-some years old, almost 50. Yeah, right. And it took him a minute. And, so at this point now, I think my downfall has also been my blessing. The fall from grace has become my blessing, because when all I have to fall back on, if I go back to my childhood, is, my mom, my grandma always said, like, what are you going to do if you don't succeed at acting? Well, you need to go to college. You need to do this. You need to go to school. I was like, well, if I can't act, then I'm going to dance. Yeah,
right.
They can't dance. Then what you gonna do? Then I'm gonna make some music.
Right.
They're like, I'm gonna run it all the way down. I'm like,
run it down.
Yeah, the last final move, nigga. I'm gonna open up a barbershop. I'm gonna start cutting hair. I know how to cut hair. I got to trade.
Fuck going to school.
I got to trade. I know how to. I get tight lineups.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My lineups are crispy, so I know at worst case scenario I can make a living. But I always, and I encourage my students that I teach. On all levels and all skill sets. In my art school, I went to Orange County High School of the Arts. I was accepted to Juilliard, Berkeley School of Music, Berkeley, Boston Conservatory.
That's why they were mad.
Yeah, no, but you had to be,
wait.
you had to, in order to compete. I'm talking about school, guys. I'm not talking about. We talking about practice.
Yeah,
we talking about practice.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the league. I'm not talking about the main stage.
School.
We talking about school. It was hyper competitive.
Yeah,
and you had to be a triple threat to even be like amongst the upper echelon in your school. So being a triple threat was. All I knew was triple threats, right? Like I was like, dang, they could do everything. Yep. Like they could sing, they could dance, they could act, they could do everything. They can write, they can paint, they can man.
So did you go to college or no? For any of those?
I went straight to Broadway.
Straight to Broadway. I like that. I only made it to 10th grade, guys. I'm doing all right. So
you're all right. You made it.
I didn't even graduate high school.
It's okay.
I know. I'm out here thugging it. Triple threat.
Yeah. Let's introduce.
Hello.
A little bit better late than never.
Just come on in.
Hi guys. Get on in. She made it.
Just come on in. We're already going.
We already rocking.
Wait, who is this?
This is, ladies and gentlemen, joining us. I mean, I don't know.
We're gonna share
this. This only an hour. We have Kennedy Pico in the building.
Kennedy Pico, what's up?
Kennedy Pico. She's popping.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
Kennedy is phenomenal as well. We don't have headphones, but she'll be alright. She don't like mess her hair up. Kennedy do not play about her hair.
I don't.
Okay.
Have you ever got in the studio with Jamie or Chris or Neo? Like have y'all collaborated?
I with Neo, yes. The Compound signed me right before we did Stomp the Yard. Compound signed me, and I was boom boom boom. So we was writing. I was doing my record. He was helping me write my record. I was writing with him, and then Chris. Like when we did This Christmas, when he was in the studio, I was in the studio, man. When he cut This Christmas,
yeah.
I
still singing, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that movie. I'm not gonna cap. I know the song.
I knew then, like, man, shout out to Chris Brown, bro.
Yeah.
Like, one of the most talented artists that we have all around.
He really is.
And nobody understands the plight of being hyper talented and hyper blown up in the public eye and making mistakes as a young man.
Yeah.
And they want to hold that over their head. I'm talking about big corporate. You know what I mean? Chris Brown should be all over commercials. He
Absolutely.
should be he should have all kind of backing. And I'm I never turned his back on my back on him, and he's never turned his back on me for real. So you know what I mean? But yeah, we always they knew. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think there's been an underbelly of jealousy.
Like, on your end?
No.
On whose end?
Theirs.
Oh, theirs.
People.
Not just
I was like, wait, who?
just low key.
For CBB,
of
great.
course.
Just
of course.
like he got one more gift than we got.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he
does. The one more gift.
He got like 5 more gifts than everybody.
Yeah, he's so talented.
If we just had that one more gift, and they be mad at me about that one more gift or 2 more gifts or 3 more gifts, whatever. But it's always been love.
Do you feel like how do we say this? Like from your fall from Scandal and Chris and his fall and Jonathan Majors and his fall and his situations. Do you feel like that we are kind of? Does the punishment fit the crime?
No.
Are they making are they trying to make an example out of certain individuals?
I feel like this, and I'm gonna say this, and I mean this. It's taking a lot of time for me, so I can just spit it out. Is that let's just start here. I have cousins I have family members that's been in prison and served years, get out, serve their time, pay their debt to society, can't get a job. But now we're looking at a president, former president, 34 convictions, and is able to not only leave where he is convicted in. I'm talking about probation, guys. You're not allowed to just travel whenever you want to travel, but run for president of the United States. I think that we need to now rethink and revisit the harshness of media on Black entertainers, mainly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you look at everybody that's, we can go back to Michael, we can go back to James Brown, we can go back to, they always gonna get into something and they make it.
Some of them keep fucking up though. Some of them just keep doing too much crazy shit. R. Kelly? I don't know.
Wait.
You said who?
Wait. Those are two different conversations.
Don't attack me now. Y'all said that's my fucking opinion.
Don't put R. Kelly and Chris Brown in the same.
I'm not talking about Chris Brown. It's not just that. So you're talking about on that.
Right. So like Chris Brown made a mistake.
I feel like he should be forgiven for that.
But he owned up to his mistake.
But if you keep doing that over and over, then it's like, all right.
But guys, look at the platform. Look at the game. So you're a star. What comes with you being a star? You get a lot of money. You get a lot of access. You have everything at your ready. I don't care. Drugs.
Yeah.
Women. Yeah. Which now, then women, the power men, send the power men. Okay, they send women as assignments.
Oh no!
So you don't even. And these artists, they don't even know. Chick. They don't even know that. Oh, this little she a big booty. Fine face. Yeah, they.
And I don't think it's right if a woman instigates it.
We love you, Kenny, not you.
Women can be hitting on men, and if you're going to instigate that, be hitting all over a man. What do you? But you don't. They only just show the man. The man side, but it's like you don't know the whole story.
It takes a lot of time in the game to realize that women have, women, and depending on your taste buds, assignments will be sent to you to find your secrets, to get you in a twist.
Yeah,
and when dudes, we so dumb.
Right,
we so dumb. We tell them everything, okay?
That's why I'm good, bro. I just be staying at the crib.
People will be testing you. They try to push those buttons, and it's like sometimes people just snap. I mean, it's like fuck. How much can you take as a person, But you don't know with even that situation. You don't know what the woman. We all know who it is. Whatever. Who knows if she was beating the shit out of him for that person?
Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, Rihanna was putting tips on him.
Yeah, I know. That's
what
I'm saying.
Time. He would come to the studio and
think that's right either.
Beat up. They had, but we stayed out the way. She Bohemian. You know what I'm saying? You leave her alone. You don't want no smoke. I mean, she Bayesian. You don't want no smoke from Rihanna. She will put them tips on you.
For real.
You seen that?
You don't want
Columbus.
If you publicly, I was gonna say, if you publicly apologize and own up to it, and you try to be a better person, everyone makes mistakes.
They love each other
for sure.
Everyone makes mistakes.
That's the most sad relationship that I saw break up because it was in the public eye. They would have, if it was like, look at niggas that live right here around the corner.
Right.
They'll have a knockdown, drag out police. Baby moms is right there. The wife right there, getting them out of jail, and they back on the track, right? You know what I'm saying? Back on with their family.
They had to break up. They basically had to.
Oh yeah,
it was too much.
It was too much.
It was too much.
And it was sad. And I think they still love each other to this day.
I do too.
You do?
At the shows dancing.
No, she don't.
She's married.
She's married. But they were supposed to be married. Could you imagine if they got married?
She was with
it would have been the biggest couple of all time.
Absolutely.
Bobby and Whitney.
Okay.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
There we go. There we go.
Will and Jada.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. So you're saying it now, but 12 years ago, all of them couples was power couples.
That was crazy.
Word.
Now y'all reneged.
I gotta tell you, Bobby Whitney was crazy.
I fuck with ASAP too, but it's not on Chris Brown level at all. But she was with ASAP at Chris's show, and she was doing. You didn't see that clip where she was doing all of Chris's moves and singing his songs, and ASAP was right next to her.
We got some smoke when we got back to the house.
Oh, I never seen that.
Did you guys see this online? And I'm like blown away that this stuff is going viral. It's like women are getting broken up with by their like boyfriends because they they do meet and greets with Chris Brown, and they take scandalously clad pictures.
I think that's ridiculous. But if I had a man, I'm not going to be taking no bent over booty picture with no other man.
He's breaking up marriages. He's breaking up homes.
Chris Brown, he got that kind of juice. He has that kind of juice.
You ain't never going to be with Chris. You never ruin your relationship.
They say I don't care, and they say we're going to risk it all.
That's retarded.
That is to take a picture with Chris Brown.
I agree.
That's legendary work.
It is. I like that he does that though.
Like, he don't care.
I bet you do.
Like high school prom pics.
Why are we talking about Chris so much?
That's crazy.
I love it because I love it.
Let's move on.
Look, he's already pulled up right.
Oh, there it is. Right there. Look, hey, we would be divorced, Ida.
Really? So you would be upset?
Because if my woman jumps on another man.
That's disrespectful.
Look, that's disrespectful.
Would you do that?
That's okay right there.
No, look at these.
If you don't love it,
look at these pictures.
Some of these people
they forgot about all they man. They forgot about all they forgot about everything.
But this is their dream.
Look at that.
They've been dreaming about this moment.
You're single for sure after that.
Look at this.
They paid good money for this. This is their moment.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this.
It's over. So there's no one.
It's over.
So there's no one she loves. There's no one your wife loves that much that she's like, oh my, like.
Hey, let me give an example. LeBron's wife.
Yeah, she's great.
She won't even hug.
She don't.
Like that friend hug.
She might not even talk to her
about teammates.
Because he probably told her behind the scenes.
Because LeBron, he got PTSD. You got to remember, Delonte West smashed his mama.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Shit,
so he got PTSD. He looking at everything moving.
I'm not hit.
He looking at everything moving. He's like, what you? Hey.
You realize?
Hey, that's fucked up.
All right, I want us to keep. I love these moments. I want us to keep getting to it, but I want to go into a section. Because I want to see your opinion. Do you? Because you watch movies a lot. I'm assuming.
I'm a cinephile, man.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Trailer talk is something we get into.
I have to look these up.
I just assume that means he like movies a lot. That's what I'm going to assume. That means I like a lot of movies. That's what that means. So I want to pull up and do our trailer talk where we watch some of the latest trailers that just came out and give our opinion on it. Would you watch it? Would you have been in it? Would you prefer to be? Do you think it's going to do well? I want everybody.
I can give you.
We are movie buffs around.
I love it. We movie buffs. We watch everything.
Man, this would be dope. Like this is dope because it's like how they commentate on sports. I would love to commentate on movies.
We are the Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp of movies.
That's
who's Stephen A. Who's Shannon?
He's Stephen A. He wild.
Pissing me off.
He wild.
I don't like a lot of shit, but I love a lot of shit.
Who's Molly out this?
It's probably gonna be Zilla.
We're gonna Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt be on point. Monica McNutt be on point.
You got some McNutt for me.
Oh man.
Anything about sports.
I'm saying, do you watch movies a lot?
Yeah, I do watch movies.
What's the last movie you seen? I'm talking to somebody right here too.
What was the last movie?
What's the last movie somebody took you on a date to? You don't do movie dates.
You know what? I went to go see Insidious. What was it? Insidious.
Insidious.
The new one. No, it's the new.
Insidious 2?
It's like it wasn't
spinoff.
Yes. No, it was something.
No. It couldn't have been.
Insidious
was 3 years ago.
Right now?
No, it was like.
Okay.
So you ain't been to the theater?
Not in a year.
And it's been a while.
What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
It was a scary movie. That's all I remember. I'm just gonna say that because I can't remember the name.
I don't pay tickets for scary movies.
It wasn't Insidious.
You don't?
Nah.
This first trailer is a scary movie.
All right, let's go.
Did you see?
I like scary movies.
Quiet Place?
It's Smile 2. Did you see the first Smile?
I seen the first one. I seen the first one.
Let me see.
Featuring Naomi Scott. We're gonna be right here.
Play that. Smile 2.
Kennedy, give me like a little like pull back some so we can see Mazilla and me. Bam, there we go. Plus we want to see all of you here too. There we go.
Oh, it already looks creepy.
It was good.
Yeah, the first Smile was very solid.
The first one scared the shit out of me.
So let's talk about the breakdown.
Give it to me. Give it to us.
Immediately off the trailer.
Yeah.
They had me at hello in a fearful way. But the cinematography, so I look at like
everything.
Behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cinematography, beautiful. Like the DP was dope. The lighting, the colors, amazing. Directed, looks like it was directed phenomenally. This is something that I would go see.
Okay.
Would you be a smile demon in the movie?
I would absolutely not want to be a smile demon.
Okay.
So I did this movie called Quarantine, and it freaked me out.
One of my favorites.
Oh,
I'm not gonna talk about it. I can't wait to get to it.
But imagine just being in the camera.
It was too real. I would get to set and they'd be like, okay, so
piss me off in
you're going to have to run from
so
some
much.
zombies. And I'm like, man, I ain't scared of those guys. Until I saw them.
And they was going crazy. I love quarantine.
I was running for real.
I get scared for real with scary movies. I can't watch scary movies by myself.
So are we seeing this? Kennedy, you seeing this?
I'm definitely seeing Smile 2. The first one was very cringing, and I couldn't look at people's.
What was the first one about? Same thing.
It was the same concept. It was the same thing, but to see like her being a celebrity, I want to see how it's gonna look like in the crowd. They're all gonna be smiling at her.
Yeah, they boosted it. They got more budget.
More budget.
They
The first one did really well.
Yeah, like you said, cinematography's looking amazing.
Yep. Because the first one was very simple. It was like she was like at a hospital in her crib. Really, it was she didn't really go too many places.
Lower budget.
It was lower budget.
That looks good, man.
But this looks and they got Naomi Scott.
Plug. What studio is it?
Paramount.
Great work, guys.
Do you guys agree that with scary movies,
right?
with scary movies, do you think they're corny
Smile
though?
3,
a lot of scary movies are kind of like that. The acting is kind of corny in a lot of them.
Oscar award winning.
But I don't understand that with horror films. I'm like, what is it with the horror
and
film?
The Shining.
Well, okay, you're right. But I mean, the most of them that come out compared to other movies, I'm like, why is it kind of corny?
I think what it is nowadays, it's really hard to scare people.
Yeah, I miss Freddy Krueger.
Is it?
It's back in the 80s and 90s.
My son's grandma was in Freddy vs. Jason. That's crazy.
Oh, that was a dope one.
Yeah, she was in a bunch of horror movies.
But it wasn't scary.
I think,
you know what I mean? Like most aren't scary.
You know what was scary was Exorcist.
That's the only shit.
Evil Dead Rise.
The stuff that's like real supernatural, spiritual stuff.
Yeah, when you get into that stuff, then it's like.
You seen Evil Dead Rise? I don't like those demonic.
How about those are the
demonic ones scare the.
You know what the scariest thing, and it even happens in my house. So I could be like,
don't bring nothing up in here.
Listen, if I get up to go to the bathroom and I look down the hallway and I just see my son standing in the hallway, that's the scariest shit.
Little kids are the scariest thing in scary movies.
My son's been doing this creepy face to me lately.
I don't care what's going on.
I'm like, bro, stop looking at me like that.
Hey.
Get that look off your face.
You good, fam? What's up?
From down there, though. Tell me from down there.
Bro,
kids are the scariest thing.
But kids smiles
my
at
son been
y'all.
doing them little faces to me lately. He be like,
nah,
I'm like,
what if you go in to say goodnight to your kid, your toddler, and he's like, he's over there.
Oh, no.
And you're like looking around. You start,
we're moving.
That's the chills down your spine.
We are moving. So do you think Smile 2 is going to do well in theaters?
I think it's going to open. So. I think based on, so I look at a lot of things because I wear a lot of hats and I understand. I'm a hat guy.
Yeah.
And I'm real hatty.
Yeah.
I'm the Mad Hatter.
I see the Compton Club. You must have loved that Kendrick glass yesterday.
No, this is, I'll talk about this. Yeah, I thought
he was represented.
That reminds me of King Richard.
But so the model of studios is, especially with thrillers, it's a model with like thrillers, black movies, Scream Gems did the model perfect, Sony Scream Gems, which is like dance movies, thrillers, and black movies, right? Family movies, like, or,
Scream Gems is Sony, right?
Best Man, the Quarantines, the Stomp the Yards, the Boom, and you do them at a number that where you're going to be successful. You want to open, right?
Yeah.
So those movies, like, you minimally, I bet you they shot that for between 15 to 20 million max.
Absolutely.
And it'll probably open about 17 to 20, and then internationally.
Oh, you know these numbers.
Based on international, based on the MGs, based on Naomi's number, her minimum MG is called a minimum guarantee that she can sell in foreign territories like Spain, Germany, China, Korea, Japan, Africa, whatever. That they're going to sell, worldwide. They'll make. That movie looks like it make about 75 to 100 million.
And that's a plus. That's a huge plus.
I was going to piggyback off that because I'm noticing like right now to get people out to the theaters, we're really only seeing like animated films and like black led films that like bring a lot of people out with like Bad Boys or like an animated film.
Inside Out 2 was amazing.
Everybody's going to see.
Inside Out 2 was great.
I want to see that. I haven't
cried
seen it.
like a motherfucker.
I saw it on Father's Day.
Kenny don't like it. You don't like it.
I didn't see it. Is that?
Have you seen the first one?
No.
You gotta watch it.
Fantastic.
You gotta watch the first one.
Yeah, you gotta watch the first one.
And it really has adult.
Yeah,
it's for adults.
It really has adult themes because like how our operating systems work.
Absolutely.
It's so good. You gotta watch it.
The characters' names are anxiety, sadness,
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen the previews
joy,
for that.
fear.
This second
anger.
one really get that.
Those are the character names, right? But those are all in your head, all in your
Really had me
mental.
thinking. The first one I was watching it with Kato, like, damn.
Try to this
It's
second
deep.
one.
I got all
It's
them.
crazier.
I got
Smoke
all
some
them.
weed, and I was like, this is for me.
Let's go into our next trailer. Jay, what we got next? Space Cadet? Beast Within. I didn't even watch that one. Okay.
Oh, y'all need to pull up the
So
channel.
wait, is this
We were skipping that one.
We're gonna skip. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one.
We're skipping Beast.
Oh,
We're going
do you
to.
want to go to the Channing Tatum?
Yeah, we're just gonna play Lovers and Friends instead.
We'll
Channing
do Space
Tatum.
Cadet.
Shameless, not shameless.
What's it called?
I know what you're talking about. He's on the island with all the people, and it's kind of like a thriller.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, yeah. We did
Have
we
you
do that
seen
one?
that trailer?
We have.
Because there's a whole story behind that.
Oh, is it?
Who's in that?
Space Cadet.
It's Scarlett Johansson
Oh,
and
I
Channing
love
Tatum.
Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. Ooh,
Yeah, we'll go Space Cadet, and then that link I sent you for Lovers and Friends.
Space
we
Cadet.
want Columbus to check that out. See what he thinks.
Oh, I've seen the trailer for Space Cadet.
Yeah, this is gonna win.
Is this thing hard to land or?
Is this Sony? This feels like a Sony movie.
Space Cadet.
Who?
like
Oh,
for-
Prime. Good movie. A good trailer.
I think it's
What do you think? Brandon doesn't
Brandon, I think
like
it's gonna
things
win.
like this.
I think it's gonna win.
Okay, give me
You
why.
know, okay, look.
teenagers are going to the movies still.
Do some
Right.
analytics real quick. Look up the budget for Space Cadet. Tell me the budget.
It's on Prime, so that's in their favor.
A lot.
A lot.
It's a
Give me the
lot.
budget on Space Cadet, and I'm gonna give you the
I
report.
feel like it's a big budget.
Well, I
it
feel
has
like
to be.
It has to be
They got
budget.
jets. They got.
They got Jets, they got
I mean,
NASA,
yeah,
Emma Roberts not cheap, Gabrielle
Yeah, I was
not
about to
cheap.
say that Emma Roberts. I mean, I love Emma
It's
Roberts.
not
Yeah,
opening in
she's
theaters.
dope.
It's opening
Yeah.
on
I
Prime.
like that it's like comedy too, though. I like shit that's.
But Prime got money. They got money. They can talk about
and they
it.
have
This
a
has
built-in
been-
audience.
So this is what the SAG strike, the writer's strike, was really all about as well. You know, as AI and involvement into influx into the game is, you know, streamers change like you can't census the streamers like you can in the box office. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how many people watch the movie? But it could be, you can watch, one person can watch the movie 20 times, right?
I see.
And so that doesn't count like somebody going to the theater and paying $15.99. So
20 times, yeah.
box office. I'm an ode to old Hollywood. I love old Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like going to the theater is an experience. The popcorn,
I agree.
The you know, the slushies, the candy, the pretzels. You know what I mean?
Darkness,
sitting down,
the theater, to see
sitting
all of
down,
that.
the trailers.
The Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, it's an experience.
I love it.
You know,
Well, now we get food at the movie.
so a lot of people,
Like
that
some
theater
shit later.
experience is almost coming. It was coming to an end, but I think with the big movies like Bad Boys and like movies like this, Space Cadet, I would go see in theaters because you know we don't get a lot of that, but it's not coming out in theaters.
It's not.
Oh, it's
Right.
not.
Nope.
No, it's coming
It's
out
Prime.
on Prime.
Straight to Prime.
I
to the
usually,
crib.
like, unless I'm gonna take my son to the movies, I don't really go to the movies. Like, I like it, but I don't know. I just get all like overwhelmed and like I'll wait till it come out on Netflix or on the streaming platform.
And that's
But
what-
now
that's
that
what-
we're talking about it, I'm about to go to the movies.
But
because,
no,
you
but
know,
that's what
shit.
Scarlett Johansson. She won a gang of money from Marvel.
Yep. Sure did.
Because when they
Streaming.
dropped Black Widow,
Yep.
she signed a contract that said, "You taking me to theaters."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we gonna get that box office at international, and they
And they took it
then
streaming.
They took it streaming.
They took it streaming and cut her out of some-
and,
yeah.
and they cut her out of a lot of that box office bonus.
I see.
Yep.
That back end, and so you know, I'm still component. You know, I got paid schedule level. Nobody knew who I was when I did Stomp the Yard. I was coming out for being a choreographer, working my way back into acting, and when I got the role, I got schedule F, the lowest paid on the call sheet.
No.
Even though I was the lead of the film.
More than Chris got more.
Chris got more than me.
$5
Neo got more than me. Megan got
They had
more
that
than
star
me.
power,
Yeah,
bro.
it's, yeah.
You know, I got the lowest you can pay a lead of a film based on SAG standards was $65,000 actually. So, but in my deal, in my contract, it was if this movie hits $25 million,
Easy.
you get $100,000 at 25. You get $50,000 at 30, you get 100,000 at 35, you get 50 at all the way. The roof was
they built in the bonuses.
And we made 75 million. We opened at 27 million. Yeah. So, and that came like a government check. 3 days after we opened, Wednesday morning, I had a check in my mail.
With that check, quick
with
fast.
$100,000.
Did you expect that movie to do that? We did, because we were in college and we're in a fraternity.
We stepped.
So for
we
us,
used to step. We
can't do that shit no more.
We can't do it no more.
But we talked about it in the last episode about Stump the Yard. You know what I mean? But we also talked about how we would have. We probably would have beat y'all though, because you know we used to go crazy. Okay.
What fraternity?
Phi Beta Sigma.
Oh, dope,
yeah.
Dope.
So for us, you know, and the Greek community, it was a big thing.
Yeah.
We had never seen.
It really
on
put
this
Black
level.
Greek on a.
When you get on certain projects, and I've done tons of movies, but sometimes you know when you're doing it. Like, think about if you're on a football team and you like in preseason, y'all in practice, you're like, we might got a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we might be able to do something. When we were making the movie, I was like, we would finish scenes and I'd be like, dude, this might be crazy.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I know I made $1 million in like
They kept sending them $100,000 checks.
I ain't never seen no money like that in my life before that.
Yeah. Okay, we gonna watch Lovers and Trailers? I mean,
Lovers and Friends.
So we made a film. It's coming out on Tubi. What we wanted to do,
a film.
We did.
Me and KP, we're filmmakers.
Yeah.
Who directed it?
Both of us.
We did. We co-directed.
We've been
And what we wanted to do is kind of make a film that can help artists release their music in a different way and started going to navigating around the politics and the gatekeeping that the music industry, holds. So it's a very heavily music-driven film, and the soundtrack is dope, phenomenal.
I'll ask you after this.
Lovers and Friends, like
Let's see.
Let's take
a new way to put out your music.
Yeah, I asked Matilda to be in it. She wasn't available.
Yeah, right.
Kennedy
Me
too.
and
She
Kennedy
wasn't
will be
available.
in it. I want to be in it.
Kennedy is so.
You already made the movie, or are you making the movie?
We already.
It's out on Tubi right now.
But we want to get you. We want you to see.
He's like, Zilla, I need you in this. I'm all right.
Oh,
we putting it up here.
Okay, we up here now.
Oh, okay, all right. Get me back, bro.
Wow, it's exciting.
Y'all don't be. Y'all shit.
I'm Biscuit. All the ladies say, hey, Biscuit. So, I am one half of a 4-time Grammy-nominated platinum-selling, Soul Trade Award-winning, highly talented production duo, Biscuit and Butter. I am also a saxophonist, artist, model, and actor. The one thing I seem to be missing, though, is love. It's a thin line between lovers and friends in Hollywood. Fucking up my vibe.
And you pushed her away? Like, tell me you didn't push her away.
Oh.
Other than the fact that she'll probably cheat on you with a woman, anything bad happen?
What your T-Pain looking ass doing in here?
He makes relationship music and he feels like he has to be in one in order to write anything.
That's why I see that coming.
I need some type of inspiration. It's about love. It's about finding it, losing it, and hoping to find it once again.
You need to stop watching these stupid rom-coms.
Once I make you my girlfriend, I'll be making all the rom-com songs I can think of.
Are you joking? You was looking at me up and down like you want to lick me all over.
And she moved right back to Peachtree. That nigga was cut.
Biscuit and Butter on the soundtrack.
She on, and she already poked holes in them things so she can get pregnant.
I just told her I didn't want to have sex with anybody else except for the one.
Which one?
We're dating, and that's what you do when you hear the person you're dating cheating on you.
Dating? Baby, we're not dating. Your girlfriend. What happened with that? Why'd you guys break up?
Still cook for me. You still hit the gym to
Eric
keep
Bellinger.
it tight for me.
Yeah. Why'd you dump me?
You asked a girl who's been in love with you this entire time to find you a girlfriend. Not just any girlfriend, but the one. It's over.
Cool, pick her.
Her and I have a little history.
One thing I can't stand is somebody who's boring.
We got bitches.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Is this the T-Pain biopic?
This is my best friend.
Everybody gives him the T-Pain. He hates it.
He lost a lot of weight. Now he's slim.
Yeah, he's slim now.
Hey, whoa. What the hell are y'all doing?
All right.
Lovers and Friends out now on Tubi. The soundtrack is going crazy though. We got Biscuit and Butter. We got Wally the Sensei. We got Eric Bellinger. We got Problem, aka Jason Martin.
Jason Martin, our guy.
Soundtrack is going crazy.
Where'd y'all shoot that for?
Oh, we had like 20K on that.
I was gonna give you a little more.
We had like 20K on that.
20.
We got a lot of resources.
So first
we got a lot of resources.
Yeah, cut it up, Lovers and Friends.
Yeah.
Make sure you stream that.
And so let me break that down to you guys, because I didn't know you guys were filmmakers.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we do this.
So the fact that, it's so hard to make a film.
Yes.
And, with you not having to go ask everybody for money.
Yeah, we just bought it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what cameras you guys used, and this is the thing that I'm an advocate for is that, like imagine if you had the tools, the all the bells and whistles, all the toys the big boys can use.
Yeah.
From pre-production, in production, the big Arri Alexas with all the lenses, the Crooks Anamorphics, right? The big 10K lights, the 5K lights, the DP, the experienced DP,
right?
All of the crew, the IATSE coming in, boom, then that story would look glossy.
It goes crazy. It goes way crazier with that kind of.
But the success part of this is that you did it for 20K. That's guerrilla filmmaking, fellas.
Yes, it is.
And you know what I'm saying? Not having, I just applaud you for that and completing that and telling the story. But I look to the future promisingly for filmmakers like yourselves to get shots. Because get shots to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To do it the right way. Like there's a barber on IG that knows how to cut hair with literal like garden tools. He doing tight face, if you just had some clippers, like the right.
Who knows what you can do?
No, he can do it with that, but it's like you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Give us the real tools,
the budget,
the bag.
So you guys wrote that?
Stop.
Brandon wrote that one. Brandon wrote that one.
Nice.
So that goes to the back to the MG, minimum guarantee, right? When you asked me at the beginning about like putting like names, like rappers or influences in your film. So it's on Tubi. People are gonna watch it based on if he got real followers. They you're getting that audience, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the success of that. So you probably turned 20 into something.
Yep.
Because you had to, right?
A lot
Because
more.
you had a low delivery cost, and then boom, now you have to, you know what I mean? Move it, license it, doing all the things.
So
that
do
you're
Tubi
doing.
monies don't
Tubi ain't cutting
fucking
like
kill
that.
me now, motherfuckers. How do you like make like people that drop movies on Tubi? I never really been on Tubi. I've seen some Tubi
when you
movies.
watch the movie
break it
on
down for
Tubi,
'em.
they have commercials and
advertising.
The advertising.
I
So
got
based on like people watching those commercials, they're splitting that revenue evenly with the filmmakers.
And they do really,
And there
people
was
do
one
really
thing
well on Tubi.
I wanted to ask
really
you
well.
earlier one question. Do you think it's important if somebody wants to get into acting? Do you think these acting classes and taking that route is super important, or some people just haven't? They don't even need to take that route.
No, it's like I know how to run fast, right? Or somebody knows how to run fast. You got to be trained how to run faster,
Right. So you think they are important?
Yes. No matter what gift you're given,
it can get better.
Tutelage,
And you went to
honing.
art school.
Yeah, but tutelage is you gotta go to class, no matter what. I'm gonna always be a student. You know what I mean? Just because you can play, just because you can move, just because you gotta go to class.
So pretty much most of the big
If you
actors
just
and
be like,
actresses,
oh,
they took classes.
Yeah.
They still do.
And we did study
I
film
was
in
just
school
wondering
as
if
well.
there's some big actors that just made it without having to take no acting classes. And
not
just,
one.
Really?
Not one.
Okay.
That's
Well,
wild.
interesting.
You should try an acting class. I tried one before, and I'm not an actor, and it's like very interesting.
You don't try acting class. You either do it or you don't.
You go and you try it out and see if you like it. You know.
Well, there's.
But you're still doing it, though. I get it. Either way.
So there's a lot of acting classes, but when you get into the work, When you get into the work with the right teacher, the right,
psychological.
Yeah, it's deep. Yeah. It's deep. It also is therapeutic. Diving in, and you got to dive deep into yourself to be able to portray other characters, right? If you don't know who you are, you might dive deep into a character and never come back. And it happened to me on Cadillac Records when I did Cadillac Records. I was so nervous to work with Adrian Brody and my favorite actor Jeffrey Wright outside of Denzel, and Daniel Day-Lewis. I dove all the way into all the things Little Walter did, except drugs. But I was like, he drank a bottle of Jameson. I was drinking a bottle of Jameson a day.
You did so good in that.
Oh, you're one of those actors.
I was method because I was so nervous.
And you look like you was like, I was watching clips from that last night again because I was like, wait a second. I'm like, this is one of my favorite movies. I had to run it back a couple clips. I was like,
But Denzel said something very wise. As much work as you do to get into a character when you go in like that, you have to do as much work to come out.
Some people be fucked up.
So Michael B. Jordan talked about how after Killmonger he had to go to therapy. When you're playing, they warned Jack Nicholson warned Heath about playing Joker. And he went into a very dark place, and so
couldn't pull him out.
You're right. So without the tutelage. You know what I'm saying? You can't just willy-nilly go into those type of roles. You know what I'm saying? You can't willy-nilly just dive in and play, Charlize Theron when she played
Bro, that's
Monster.
one of my favorite
You know what I'm
movies
saying?
too.
Like you can't just
Monster.
You can't just willy-nilly do that. You got.
I always thought I would play
and
a great
now you get
crackhead.
into now I'm turning my mind into a serial killer, or a murderer. Like you got to psychologically, you're fucking your brain. Sorry.
No, you are.
Did you feel your character from Cadillac Records? Did that cross over into your personal life?
Yes, that's what I was getting to. So I was not a drinker before Cadillac Records. I didn't drink at all. I was like. Then alcohol was just never a part of my life. And then after that, it takes 21 days to make a habit of anything. We shot that movie for 47 days. I drank a bottle of Jameson for 47 days. And I was just coming off of Armored. And Armored, I was swolled up. And I had 14 days, the last 2 weeks of Armored production to get skinny and wiry to play him. So I did the Beyonce Lemonade, the Master Cleanse.
The Lemonade diet? Everybody was on that joint.
So coming off the Master Cleanse, I really didn't feel like couldn't eat. I was already 14 days, no food in my system. And I just started drinking. And when I came home after those 47 days, I still was drinking. And it was it just became a part of my life. And that spirit, because when you play a character, especially a character that is a real character, a real human that lived on Earth, not no fictional character, you embody that spirit, you evoke that spirit. It's a very deep thing.
That's in real life too. You can change your character any fucking moment.
I let a lot of things go. I remember the last day of production, I was like, it was the last scene we ever shot was me shooting the dude. We shot that in Louisiana on Angola prison. And I shot the dude. They said cut. And I just was walking back to the car. And I was like, I'm going to miss you, man. And that was I thought I was saying goodbye to Lil Walter, but I still had some in me. And I brought that back home and, was dealing with that for years after that. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, as much work as you got to do to go in, as much work as you got to do to come out. And I think that goes for writers. I think that goes for directors. I think that goes, you can get PTSD on a movie set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just dealing with trauma, dealing with stuff, it's big stuff. So when we responsibly filmmake, when we are responsible in it, we take care of our crew, we take care of the actors, we take care of ourselves so that when the audience is delivered to the audience, the most authentic thing it can be.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. When did that movie come out? Cadillac Records.
I think 2009.
2000. Yeah, that seemed forever ago.
It still resonates to this day.
It wasn't even that long ago. I love that movie so much. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I look at that dude and I don't even see.
I love
that. That's Little Walter. I don't know. That's not me. That's him.
Look at that real sweat too.
That was a crazy young fella right there.
Hey, but that's in real life though too. People can tap in and out of characters in real life, and it's like they
that's
you know what I mean? It's like shit. Yes, but I'm not talking about crackheads, but that's true too. But you know, it goes. Yeah. But I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. You got to take the right steps because you could be somebody that's like super square, never did this or that, and you step on a movie scene and it's like you a whole different person.
Look, you can't act what you don't know. Otherwise, you're acting. The key to acting is not look like you're acting. Right. The key to delivering a line. The key to delivering a line. I don't want to hear the words on the page. Like some actors, you be like, I could see that written on the page.
Okay,
like, I don't hear. I'm not in. Right.
Yeah.
The key to writing, you can't write what you don't know.
Yeah.
That means on screenplays. That means in music. That means anything. You can't write a book. You can't write what you don't. You can't write what you don't know, and that's why I put into everything. I put it into my film. I put that into my TV. I'm a film writer, a television writer, but I'm also a music writer, and I can't write what I don't know.
Yeah, look at the scene here. I wasn't filming this scene right here.
Oh man, this is a deep scene. That was the last scene we shot. That one right there. That sharp swing and jump boy in the Cadillac. Ain't that shit up a goddamn shame. Oh, I got out. They were shocked. They were like, Columbus, don't get out the car while it's moving. I was like, I don't care.
I'm getting out.
I'm getting out.
This is what I would do. This is what
I was in a little wonder.
Yeah.
I think the car's still moving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a liability.
It was smooth though.
Yeah, that was smooth.
That was a smooth step out.
Yo, the hair is popping though. Got the waves. I love this movie. With the look, you wasn't even looking.
That's some G stuff.
You said all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little Walter was a crazy young fella. Okay.
I did, but I don't remember.
We gotta watch it. We gotta run it back.
Y'all gotta have a movie night. Have a movie night up here and get
y'all
that
like how
going.
they did the Elvis movie?
Oh, I loved
it.
So I was reluctant to watch it, right?
Okay.
Because I'm like, nigga, and then when I watched it, I had a whole new respect.
The new one with
They
Austin
did that
Butler,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a fantastic.
He got
film.
into that fucking.
I saw that one in theaters.
I didn't know he grew up. I didn't know he grew up in like black church.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like that's where he got all.
Yeah.
Elvis got
Because they always say he stole everything from us. You know what I mean?
But he grew up in it.
He grew up around it, so he embodied what he just knows.
No, I knew respect for Elvis off that movie.
But the dude Austin Butler, he went and got like injections in his face and got stuff done to his face.
Did he?
Look,
He
yeah,
killed
he
it.
did.
And
I
then he
think
got
he had to
another
go to
movie,
therapy too.
and
But
then-
would you
yeah.
do something like that for a role? Would you go get like,
BBL.
injections if you had to?
No, I wouldn't get physical surgery. One thing that was taught to me very early in my acting career, you can age yourself or change by weight. Like Matthew McConaughey when he got super skinny for
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah, that was crazy.
When Joaquin can go here, or you look at your boy Matthew McConaughey when he
50 did it too.
Yeah,
for one of the
you know what I
movies,
mean.
yeah.
And so you can change your. That's commitment, right?
Yeah. And it's tough.
But a lot of the bigger actors, they have nutritionists and people monitoring them and doing that. So, when you're doing the Tubi movies and by the way, I was relegated to the Tubi shadows.
You did one of the homies movies, Prince of Detroit, where we from?
Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Prince of Detroit.
You did Dame Dash, our homegirl Nikki, used to be our roommate.
Tommy's my guy. Yeah. Tommy Duncan, shout out. So even that, certain scenes that having to beat my kid and I don't beat my kids. So it's my kids never got a whooping.
Never.
Surprise.
I got enough whoopings. I got enough whoopings for all.
You skipped a generation.
Yeah, I got all the whoopings.
You have a kid.
I got enough whoopings.
No, I don't. And I look like I whoop my kid. I don't.
Is
I don't spank him or
that a
nothing.
generation thing? Because
You just gotta keep it real with your kids.
Listen,
You don't gotta
generation.
They get
Generation
timeouts
thing.
now.
We
Is that
are.
like
We
It's a
are
generational
more,
thing.
We are more like my kids probably would prefer a whooping other than us sitting down and like breaking down what their behavior.
They don't want these lectures.
You know what I'm saying? They like, just whoop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and get out. You know what I'm saying? Really? Like, let's sit down. What? Do you know why you did this? Do you know why I'm upset? And that's how you talk to them. Do you know what's going on right now? Like, but I think first, and nobody wants to go to child protective systems because you can't. Crazy. Kids will be like, okay, say you're gonna whip me one more time.
They got cell phones and video cameras
and pressing charges. When your kids can press charges on you, it's a new world. Yeah. My mama would have been in prison. Back in the day, though, we all got whipped. I'm pretty sure everyone in this room would have been in jail. My grandma would have been in jail.
Yeah. From just a belt whooping?
Oh no, they used to whoop.
What? The first thing they see.
No, I used to have to take off my it didn't seem like abuse at the time. It just seemed like this. But like, lay your ass down. Yeah. Take off your pants. You just in your drawers. Yeah. And lay down and take this. Yeah.
Take this.
And then go get the big belt. I used to be scared of the belt. Yeah. Like I knew the belt. Yeah. Like I'd be like I'm like telling my brother, I'm like, man, we should just go get that belt.
Hide that belt. Yeah.
Like bury the belt.
But you never did anything again, or you never did that problem again.
No.
Maybe once or twice.
Once whipping started becoming less, once you started getting older, I made the mistake one time. And I was getting older, and the whooping stopped hurting.
Yeah, that's right. So you start laughing at this shit.
I was just tired one day, and I just grabbed the belt. Worst decision of my life. I grabbed the belt. She looked at me. I looked at her.
It was like an anime.
That's when she knew she couldn't whip you no more.
You had the power of it. Super Saiyan.
Beat me.
Had the power of it.
No more woman.
It stops now.
Stood up for yourself.
That's when they start grabbing anything in the house.
You see whoopings?
Hey, what?
Kennedy, you see whoopings?
Yeah,
come on.
And then it transferred to I'm gonna throw a shoe at you now.
Oh, anything.
You know what's worse is when I was younger, my mom was really a crackhead, but she was dope as fuck. She was a great mom, cool as fuck. She never used to whip me because she could never catch me. But people that I lived with, like I would go live with all her friends and all types of people. Those people would whip me.
They had privileges. They had what my mama said.
They'd be whipping 2x4 shit in my head, like doing fucked up shit that my mom never did.
It's
and
trauma,
I'm like, what?
Your mama said I could beat your ass.
If you can catch me, bitch. I'd be laughing, running around circles in the house.
That's why Michael Jackson never got beat, because he was running.
He was too fast.
I couldn't catch him.
Are you excited about that new Michael movie?
He was too talented.
I'm excited about it.
I figured you would be.
Oh, it's going to be great.
You think so?
Oh,
Who's doing that? Antoine Fuqua?
Fabulous.
Oh,
is that Antoine Fuqua?
We only made it about this far.
Jermaine's son, I believe.
It's about to be sick.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into it, and like he's one of my, so I grew up studying Judy Garland, Gene Kelly, Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, classics.
James Brown. But Michael, man.
Yeah.
That was Michael.
Yeah.
I've only cried, on celebrities that I have not met growing up. It was Michael, Aaliyah,
crying, bro.
Kobe.
Yeah,
those are my three that like broke my heart.
Yeah, definitely,
like to the max.
I remember. Yeah, Kobe and Mike. I remember Aaliyah too.
I cried for Prince.
I have the same
love Prince.
Yeah. I teared up for Prince, but it was Michael, Aaliyah, and Kobe, man. Yeah. Bro, like shed tears.
Yeah. What about Nipsey?
I lost Nip. I cried for Nip.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even used to.
I cried for Nip.
I was upset for Nip just because of what he did for the LA Coast. I didn't even used to listen to Nip like that, but I was sad because
I think that
of what it hit everybody tough. And I'm like, damn, maybe I should.
So wait, when is this coming?
This is coming.
Out?
This is going to be
fire.
Yeah, they just wrapped.
This is going to be phenomenal. He looks amazing.
So this is the actor right here.
Like him. No, it's his nephew.
Oh, okay.
Tito's son, right? Or Jermaine's son. I think it's.
Cat Graham's playing Diana. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Coleman Domingo is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Jafar Jackson.
He gonna be a terror. Okay, Lorenz
playing
Derek Luke. We haven't seen.
They better do that. They have to do that one right. They gotta.
They will.
It's gonna be right.
It's gonna be right.
Because that's so disappointing when they make a documentary, a movie about someone's life, and they just don't give them the justice they deserve. It's like, damn.
You can't do Mike. Nobody. You know what? You can't touch Mike unless you got
absolutely.
Mike. So I saw some rehearsals.
Just like him.
I saw some rehearsal footage.
also
his
footage.
nephew Jafar.
Oh, okay.
Rehearsing, and he's busting exactly like Mike. It's scary. You know what I'm saying?
How old is he? Is he younger or is he? Or I can't
I
really tell.
don't know. I don't know his age.
We don't know. We just
Miles Teller's fantastic. Yeah. Miles Teller did. You saw the. You know what was the drummer?
He's a really good.
He's fantastic.
Actor. Yeah.
Cat Graham. I love Cat Graham.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be.
Haven't seen Cat Graham in a while, which is gonna be great.
Yeah, I grew up with Katarina. She grew up taking my class. She's a dancer. She's a fantastic dancer.
Kendrick Sampson is dope.
Yeah.
Quincy.
They got some.
They got some.
What do you guys think about Amy Winehouse, the one that they got coming out?
That looked good.
It's a documentary.
It looked pretty good.
I don't even know if I've seen the trailer yet. I've seen like little clips of it, but I haven't seen the full.
It looked pretty good.
What's it called?
I think it's out on Prime or one of those.
The Amy Winehouse documentary's out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to go watch that.
I forgot.
What? I love Amy Winehouse.
Let's do
Too. I didn't know.
Let me bounce us real quick to a couple of Hollywood hot seat topics.
Okay.
Columbus, just a couple. You talked about Denzel. He did a recent interview lately about how he's getting ready to take a break from acting.
Yeah. At
Do you
ABSF last
think
weekend.
we can handle that as a culture? Denzel not being on screen for I don't know how many years.
Do you retire?
He's never gonna not be on screen. If he's not in front of the camera, he's gonna be behind it.
Okay.
And being behind it, I think he understands that he's always wanted to be behind the camera. And reluctantly, right? But that's a passion of his, I believe, and I think that he knows that the future of Hollywood, African Americans on screen, you gotta understand. He comes from a lineage. His elders were Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and he's my elder. And he knows that there's enough of us out here. I'm just gonna talk about me. He knows I'm out here still.
Yeah.
So that I'm not gonna fumble the baton.
Right. You're not gonna let it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna drop the stick.
I think when you're that ingrained into filmmaking culture, like I don't think you can ever really like retire.
No,
like it's for life.
Morgan Freeman been old my whole life.
I don't even think I've seen him.
He been old my whole life. He been at least 60 years old for 42 years of my life. At least 60 minimally.
Still doing movies. He about 80 something.
He about to be 110. We don't even know.
That's crazy.
Morgan Freeman, the oldest actor of all time.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Dick Van Dyke just popped out recently and won an Emmy. That motherfucker's 105.
But Morgan though. Morgan
is old.
Dick
Van Dyke. I didn't know
he
he was
always
still
been
around.
old too.
Since Mary Poppins. She been popping since Mary Poppins.
Jen, can you pull up? It's a clip of Anthony Mackie recently. He's talking about rejecting photos with fans. You know, he feels he didn't sign up.
He's queued up right here.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Let's click play on that.
You know, because of the Kardashians, we're kind of put in this reality where we're looked at as tools, as vessels, as opposed to artists. And there's been several experiences now where people have taken a picture with me and used them for ways that I don't deem, the right way. So because of that, I choose not to be a part of your social reality. You know, right? I have people tell me all the time, "Well, this is what you signed up for." I'm like, that's crazy. That's like telling a girl that because she got put on a cute dress and went to a bar, she signed up for me to harass her all night. No. In this day and age, we literally learn that we have to respect everyone's no. So if I tell you no, respect it.
Oh wow.
He don't like fan pics.
So he's saying, I thought it was just one person. He's talking about in general.
Anthony,
what?
have you seen this?
Look.
Sorry, Anthony.
That's a part of what the fuck you do.
What?
He don't rock with fan pics.
He does
That's
not
what
take
he's saying.
pictures.
I think
because pictures of him have been taken, and I was gonna say, ladies as well, y'all being popular.
Let him go.
I never say no to anybody. You gotta have listen. When you're a fucking
let him go. Let him fire.
Oh, it's a B12.
But when you're that person to other people and they look up to and they love you and they, you know what I'm saying?
We sign up.
You sign up for that shit.
When we sign up, I make it a point. If I come outside and if it's 100 people saying, "Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?" I give them that respect.
Exactly.
Because I wouldn't be being paid. These people go to my movies.
Exactly.
These people pay for. So with respect, right? There's got to be a level, like I'm not doing no Chris Brown pit. Nobody's ever jumped on me. Like I've never do the Chris Brown pit.
How do we get back to
Anthony, like Anthony Mackie? Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't really think
Get your dick out of your
raped at the
ass,
club, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think you're
My
getting
girl
raped at the bar, bro.
I think
Like,
that's so.
slow down, my guy.
His head got a
you know
little
what
too
I'm
big.
saying?
You got to suppress it.
He's
You gonna realize.
when I say no.
And he's done
You're
it.
just being a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I mean? And he's being
Because you got
self-entitled
some fame now, but I
you had some
guarantee when
wings
he
on
was
in the
younger,
Marvel movie.
he seen
bruh.
some of his people that he looked up to. I guarantee he's got
Do you know that'll
pictures
break
with people
somebody?
that he liked.
But one of the things that I realize is like one of the most heartbreaking moments is to meet your hero and they break your heart.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
And not a lot of I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. Meeting their
I always
hero.
make it a point to be
Somebody
nice
that
to
you
people,
respect
bro.
so much, that you look up to so much, and you meet them and they're a piece of shit.
Right.
So I never want to be that piece of shit to somebody that Columbus. I went to college because of Stomp the Yard.
Yeah.
How am I not going to take a picture with that person?
Right.
They
You know
all-
what I'm
but-
saying?
but-
Like how am I not going to?
But they say that sometimes, hey, you have your days. You
Yeah.
might have a day where you're
Maybe
like,
a
look, I'm not
moment.
trying to mess with you.
I'll tell you the only moments that is if I'm eating dinner with my family.
Okay.
And you come up to the table, we are literally eating.
Yeah.
And you want to take a picture, that's rude. Now, if I'm moving around, I usually say, I'm like, when I'm done with dinner, or
It's all about how you handle it. Like you said, it's how you make them feel. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm eating dinner right now with my family.
So,
I
ladies,
can't.
so for you two, because you all are social media personalities and you are very popular and you have a
how do you
huge
deal with
fan
niggas
base.
at the gas station?
Exactly.
Hey, if they come off respectfully, I'm like, "What's up? You want to take a?" Ever talk about like if they
they
know
wanna
me,
take a picture,
if they
they
know
wanna
who I am,
interact, yeah.
I always say yes. Always.
Kennedy, because I know
Always.
you. Kennedy does not.
No,
Kennedy's
look
not
like
fucking with nothing.
She looking like she
But
looking
I
you
usually
off.
come out dressed like this,
She's
though.
sliding.
You know, this is why I dress like this. You
It
feel
don't-
me?
My thing is
Talk to her.
I have enough pictures online. You want to,
Oh,
you can grab that
wow.
picture. I never said I was an actor. I never said I was an actress.
But you're
I'm
a
not
personality.
singer.
They're
I'm a
fans.
personality. And they are fans. But
You have
the
fans.
fans, they could watch,
Wow.
My whole thing is, let's get off of
Because she got the
He
yitties out. That's
sounded-
why she got the yitties
he
out. She's
sounded
like, don't
like
come
he was
close to me, my
paranoid.
titties out.
Yeah, exactly. He sounded like he was paranoid, So I feel like it was a paranoia thing for him. But like
No,
he
I think
said,
he had bad experiences.
he
has,
did.
he
He was
has.
traumatized. So I feel like what he said is like you have to get out of your head. And these people are fans. They're here for you. And I can respect that because
But you gotta also I just bashed him a little bit, but let me give it on the devil's advocate side of that is we do have to be careful as black entertainers because the look at what happened with Majors, right? I mean, I never seen
got that.
nigga was running like Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
like I ain't never seen a nigga with some All Saints boots
Yeah.
and a trench, a 3/4 length dip through New York City, other than Batman. That nigga was gone.
If someone shows you respect, though, if someone comes to you
Yes.
respectfully and you can tell it's just out of love,
Right.
why wouldn't you?
exactly.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, are you telling me that dude is if some kid that came up to him that was disabled, maybe let's say for instance, you gonna turn him down or something?
Let's
or
just keep it real.
anybody?
He talking about white girls.
He said
he's
everybody.
talking- he's talking about
talking
His
about
sisters
everybody.
is coming to Anthony Mackie
He
like
said,
that.
it, to me,
Is
what I got
is
for
he
now
your-
is
Is he
everybody.
your cup of tea?
He's not my cup of coffee, but I definitely will give him a good hi. How are you doing?
What about you?
Don't you lie. You love Anthony Mackie.
Well, now
If you
after
saw
seeing
Anthony
that,
Mackie,
I'm not the type of person to go up to people and ask for pictures.
You're not
I've been
thirsty.
around so many celebrities. I don't ask for pictures
son,
and this that.
who loves Marvel, might want a picture with the
If
new
I was
Captain
with
America.
my son, I might ask.
But he
wasn't
also-
I don't know.
He's cool.
Yeah.
I think he's.
But hey, you know what I would do? I would come up to him and just be like, "Hey, bro, I respect your work. I just want to, hey, no, you ask me a question, bro, dap me up, bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I say, hey,
bro.
and just respectfully, I just want to introduce myself, and I
She's
think
hitting
your
your
work
point.
is
No,
dope.
nobody's really coming at Anthony, man. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
They
think
saying.
are.
so.
They are. They normally do.
Anthony Mackie's not Michael B. Jordan.
True. But he's went
You know, I'm not
viral.
gonna lie. I just seen him at a restaurant like a couple months
Who?
ago. The dude,
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, Mackie. He was just at a table next to me. I was like, "Hey, I know that guy right there." I didn't say nothing though, but you know.
You said I know that guy right there.
In my
But
mind,
if
I'm like, oh, I know him from
But
movies.
if you saw
But I'm not gonna go up and be
Denzel,
like-
it's
I'm
like
going-
that's
No,
Denzel.
no, that's not true. I'm not thirsty, bro. I've been around all the celebrities. I'm not gonna go up and be like, "Hey, let me get a picture." picture. That's so corny.
Kennedy,
I've been around.
You posting like that for Denzel?
I like me some Denzel. He's cute, even at his age.
No, Denzel fine. No, he is fine.
All right, slow down.
No, I'll say this, and I mean this in like all humility. Being a famous black man is like being a bad female.
It is.
Like I never understood like when why I asked her what's it like going to the gas station because ninjas looking at you.
There's a difference though. If somebody come at me crazy, I'm gonna be like, bro, back the fuck up.
When I go, like I have social anxiety around multitudes of black people
I have
because
social anxiety
it's
too.
like it turns into
a thing.
And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to dip through, keep my head down. And I be wearing disguise. I get ugly on purpose. I like looking homeless.
Right.
Like I pretend to be homeless.
Especially
Did you say me too, Kennedy?
Yeah,
I be like looking
You don't
rough,
stop it.
scruffy. People be like Columbus, and then they realize it's me. Like they hear my voice.
Yeah.
That's the scary part too.
They
be like,
recognize.
I'll be like, oh hey,
Feel like,
I'll be like,
that?
Buenos dias. You know, I live over here in Atlanta. Buenos dias. They're like, I know you.
Yeah.
I know your voice.
My friend, I've
you
seen
know
you
me by
before.
my voice. That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
I love when people do that to me.
Even when I
They'll be
speak
like, hey, you look
Spanish?
like this girl.
The accent's not strong enough.
They don't ever in person.
No, you're
You're
not
like, you look like Madzilla.
You're not fooling me.
I am Madzilla.
Yeah. They gotta know.
I'm
y'all
always
are-
nice though. I've always
Why
been
do
nice to
people do
people
that?
my whole life though. Before I even had a following, I've always just been a nice person. I don't give a fuck. I've always been nice to people in general. I don't care what race, color, disability, this, that, anything. I feel like how you touch people in life, and that's why I feel like I have a following too, is because of how I treat people.
You are pretty genuine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty? What?
Pretty
genuine.
She took offense to that.
God damn, well, you were great.
That was a compliment. She took offense.
But why do people know that it's you and be like, you look like
you look like Madzilla.
You look like that one.
They do that. They don't do
that?
that. They don't do that.
No, I don't really get that. They just kind of stare.
I don't know what it
and
is.
they
I'm
kinda
like, the tats don't match.
They kind of look at my butt and they be like, you know.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? On Instagram, I kind of look like a hoe, and I understand.
'Cause
it's
they're
like,
not looking
I be
at
out here
you.
with the ass and titties out, but in person, I really come
They're
through. Like,
looking at
they be like,
everything
why
else.
don't you look
Exactly.
like? Why don't you dress like how you dress on your Instagram? Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing on Instagram. In person, I'm like way more chill. I always tell people I'm way cooler in real life than Instagram.
That's me
Well,
too.
you borderline could be a pretty lesbian.
I know. I get that a lot.
So a lot of dudes might be like,
Hey, I ain't
yeah.
even lesbian. I'll still eat the pussy. Though. No, I was kidding.
Whoa,
This took a turn. Oh, they pulled up her. They pulled up her.
Don't pull up.
Oh, they
Oh,
pulled
look
her
at
up.
Kato. Let's go.
Keep
Tap,
scrolling,
tap,
keep
tap it up.
scrolling, keep
Oh,
scrolling.
man.
Let me ask you-
Look how I do look different a lot, though. I'll give them that.
Wait, is that your baby up there?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this real ass question.
Okay, shit.
All right.
Man, it's a bit
When your daughter grows up,
Well, it's a boy. My
when your
son.
son grows up,
Yes.
will you let him see those pictures?
Well, that's why I feel like my Instagram's clean now. Now I do
How
have an
old is- how old
OnlyFans.
is he?
No, he's 5.
Oh, he got his phone. He got a phone.
No, he
too.
don't.
Okay.
He don't.
So you're gonna clean this up?
No, my Instagram
I
is
hate when
clean.
people ask that
But I have
question.
cleaned it up. I had 1,500 photos on my Instagram. I now have like 300. I've cleaned it up a lot.
But would you let your son look at those pictures?
Well, I can't control what he looks at, but I'm a fucking mama's Rolling Stone. You feel me? You're gonna see what the fuck you see. You can't hide it. If you Google my name, whether it's on my Instagram
I'm
or
not
not.
judging. I'm not
no, you
judging.
asked me a
I'm
question.
asking
Hold
a
on,
real
I know.
question.
But even if I took all those pictures off my Instagram, if he wanted to look up, if he searched in my name or whatever the fuck,
You come up.
it's gonna come up what it comes up as.
And that's
You know?
I asked that for a reason because like there was a whole bunch of negative headlines about me, and my daughter at that time was 2 years old. She's now about to be 13. My son is now about to be 20. My oldest son, and I have a 7-year-old and 4-year-old with my current wife. You know, a lot of that stuff I can't delete.
Can't.
And now that they're getting computer, so they've read a lot of stuff about their dad.
And they gotta come.
Remember what we have to do? We gotta sit down and tell them
You gotta have
the fucking real truth.
Yeah, you gotta have a conversation.
You gotta have a real conversation.
Yeah,
you know,
and
and
it's
I feel
about
like
the
that's all it is.
conversation.
And I feel
What-
like if you treat your kids amazing and you have that connection with them, they're not gonna judge you like that. You know what I'm saying?
So shameless segue. Talking about headlines, I've been, when I had my public fall from grace, I was relegated to, the fallback. And that was like my grandmother and my mom said, what are you going to fall back on? And it was music. And I dove into the studio and I was in the studio 10,000 hours. It takes 10,000 hours to be a master of the craft.
Yep.
So, you know, I just dropped a single today.
Nice.
Let's go.
Called Headlines.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, you know, yes, it sounds like I'm singing to a woman, but I'm really singing to those that I've hurt. I'm singing to Hollywood, repairing my relationship in Hollywood. I'm singing to the record is about, you know, not judging me by a headline. So
how was that writing process for that?
I don't write. I just get in the booth and tell the truth. And it all comes out and it all makes sense.
Because it's real life.
Yeah. If you write, I feel like I've never pulled out a pen in the studio.
Oh, wow.
I hear the music and the words, like if it speaks to me, then I'm going to speak. When an idea comes to me, whether it's in a song or a script, it always comes as a full idea. And then like, it's easy to regurgitate. And, you know, so I feel like the truth will, when you sit down and write, you have time to think about how you want it to sound, how you want it to, well, that's a bar. No, then you just spit bars.
Yeah.
So I spit bars
that
on the
album
record.
is addressing all of those headlines. And
take a listen.
We will.
So when you ask me about that, how I, you know, will I let my son see that? My whole thing in life is being a good person. First of all, I know a lot of people that have a squeaky clean image and they're a piece of shit. Okay. So I don't really correlate the two. For me, I'm a good person. I treat people with respect. That's all I care that my son grows up to be, is a good person. You don't judge people for how they look or how they dress or how much money they have, or that's what I care about. So if you want to sit here and say, oh, you know, now I will say this, I do have an OnlyFans. Now, do I want to have an OnlyFans when my son gets older?
Is it toes?
No, I don't.
It's just toes?
We got toes and all types of things on there. So hell yeah.
It's the opposite of toes.
But that's one thing that I would want
to,
you know, make sure that he don't ever.
Page ever.
Okay.
Not one.
But that's the one thing that I wouldn't want him to.
Do you got to subscribe to that or something?
Yeah, you sure do.
Hey, just let y'all know, mine's free to subscribe, y'all.
That's not worth it.
It's free to subscribe. Go ahead and get you some.
But you got to pay for that real deal in there.
Mine is $15.99.
What? You got it? You got the song?
Can we play it?
Oh, ask them.
Yeah, play that shit.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. We can dissect the words.
Are we going to hear it in here?
Here we go. That's the cover right there.
Turn that shit up.
Yeah, put us in the club, Jay.
Yeah, right there. Rock us out. Shit.
So
like that.
thank you. So it was a cathartic and therapeutic process for me, like being away from screen, being able to get into the booth, get into the production process, and like make music my journal. And it was healing, and it was, you know, rehabilitating for my mind, my mental, my spiritual, you know, mind, body, and soul. Like no pun intended, like no age old adage, just the facts. And you know, I'm excited about this. Like it's just perfect timing that I'm sitting here right now with you guys.
Absolutely.
I have the, you know, my show is back on. I have a sitcom. I was doing comedy for
with Bentley.
Yeah, with Bentley.
Yeah, amazing.
And you know, the show's number one show on Bounce TV right now. And I was like, all right, this is the perfect time to drop the real what in the world is that?
Is that
some adult juice?
That looks like some that like no Diddy. You're like, hey, I don't know.
Hey, your Diddy story that I heard was wild.
Oh, it's true.
But you escaped.
I'll leave you with this. Because I do have to do a 1 p.m. Call. So the Diddy thing is real. Like I was so green-eyed, man, coming in this game because I was just built. I was raised in church, very sheltered, and I kind of was ostracized from the church for even wanting to be an actor, wanting to be a dancer, wanting to go into the world, as the church said. So, you know, I was like, people I looked up to, listen, you know, Diddy, as soon as Stomp the Yard blew up, I was like, Diddy, I'm a fan, right? Yeah. Like, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, this like Diddy, like I'm Diddy calling my phone. Then it just took a weird turn. Yeah. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like normal stuff, I wasn't making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you calling me at 2:30 in the morning after the BET Awards because I wasn't there?
Yeah.
Where are you at? Oh, I'm at the Beverly Hills Hilton. What you doing? I'm like in the bed with my ex-wife. Like I'm in the bed, you know what I mean? He was like, come through. You know, I'm like, who's over there? Because all my boys, like Nissan, you know, they all his band and like all the like that producers and stuff that were fam, his security, knew all those guys. And I was like, who's over there? He was like, it's just me. And I was like, nah, bro.
Why are you doing that voice like
That's
that?
wild, that's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
Before you go, we had the Hall of Fame of Columbus. Me and my guy Brandon, we did our top 5 Columbus short movies. Our opinions. I just want you to tell me which one you think is more accurate for you.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to kick it off.
I didn't do one.
You didn't even do one?
No, I was just going to go off KP's top 5.
He was going to debate mine. Mine I have here. Number 1, Stump the Yard for me. This Christmas. Accepted. Quarantine and Losers.
I love that you put Accepted up there,
I
dude.
fucking love Accepted.
Oh, you're my guy. You're a real movie guy.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
What you think?
What I want to hear his list.
I think that's the list is solid, KP.
Okay.
That's a solid list.
Cadillac Records kind of be up there for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
This Christmas was I watched that. My favorite 2 Christmas movies I watch every year is This Christmas and Preacher's Wife.
Okay.
So
Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna give you my order. I'm gonna go off your list. Yeah. This like Stephen A. does his okay.
Stephen A's top 5.
Cadillac Records on this list.
I'm gonna go Cadillac Records.
Let's go.
At number 5.
At number 1.
Number 1.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was the most fulfilling and hardest role I've ever had to play.
Nice.
Stomp the Yard.
Okay, 2. Absolutely.
Losers 3.
Yeah, okay.
Because I had to really train with the SEALs and do all that.
Big
Armored.
Okay.
4. Accepted 5.
Okay.
This Christmas 6.
Oh wow. This Christmas down there. Okay.
This Christmas 6. Yeah, because it was a Christmas movie. You know, it's fun. It's good. But I'm talking about it wasn't challenging.
Got you. Just
fun.
And then
whatever else.
War of the Worlds because I got tight with Tom Cruise. That was sick.
That is.
And Steven Spielberg.
Hey, I gotta take a picture of this list right here. You feel me? You gotta take a picture of the list.
Great list. Columbus.
Let's take a
thank you
picture before you
so
get it.
much for coming through, my guy. Please let everybody know. Let everybody know where the song is, where they can find it. What you have coming up next.
All platforms. I have a few things, and I'm just gonna drop it now because I'm gonna speak it as it is. I wrote and I'm going to produce Stomp the World, so that's working in the works. We're going to do a reboot. That's big. I'm doing, my current television.
I can dust my boots off.
I gotta tap in with you.
You better get ready to go.
I was gonna take acting classes now.
African tickets
I'll
ready.
take acting classes now.
Gotta tap in for Stomp the World.
Bounce TV. Tune in on Bounce TV or you download the app to see Mind Your Business. Airs every Saturday, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. And headlines you can get on all digital platforms. I'm always a work in progress, and I'm proud of you guys, man. I'd love to come back anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We got to give you your own show in this thing. Lior, set it up.
Let's go, Lior.
Get it fucking going right now.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, we want to thank Columbus Short for coming through.
That's right.
Phenomenal.
That was a great conversation. I enjoyed every moment. Okay.
It was great. Same. Kennedy, what was you've seen Columbus, of course, growing up and some of this stuff. Did you have a favorite movie of yours or a moment or anything? You too, Zella, when you get the chance.
Well, I'm a little young, but
you are young.
I know, but I do remember Stump the Yard.
Yeah,
I do remember This Christmas and things like that. And I just feel like he's an amazing actor.
Absolutely.
He is. He can transform into any role he plays and really embody it. So that's come on now.
Well, and yours, you said already was Cadillac.
Cadillac Records, hand down, one of my favorite movies ever. But I will say, just hearing him talk in person and see how humble he is and how, open he is about just everything and really getting into the conversation, it makes me just like him so much more as a person.
Nice. And people need to realize too, even when it comes to y'all are celebrities in your own right, and y'all are very down to earth and humble and very personable. I've seen y'all in different
elements.
You know what I mean? And people who don't know y'all personally, only see y'all on social media, don't know those sides of y'all, but y'all are really dope. Even though Kennedy won't take pictures with anybody in public, which is so crazy.
That's so crazy. No, Kennedy, what's up?
Her and Anthony Mackie go.
Yeah. Y'all might as well, you and Anthony need to date because that's crazy.
He's married.
Well, you can hit me up. No, just kidding. Yeah. No, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna be more personable. But like he said, I get social anxiety because you go on the internet and then like you have internet trolls, you have people that's gonna constantly like try to bring you down because they feel less than. So it's like, I don't want to take a picture with you because I don't know what you're going to use this picture for. I don't know if you're just taking this picture to be like, oh, to catch me on a bad day and be like, oh, look at this girl. Like, you know what I mean? Because
you got to tell off of their
Yeah.
energy though. You always go off of people's energy. I feel like if they're coming to you and you can feel that they just really fuck with you, and it's like, all right, cool, let's do that. And then you can make sure the pic look good though. Yeah. And let me see that. We might have to take a couple.
Yeah. I do want to be more personable. I do want to get out of that social anxiety feel. Quarantine was the pandemic. You know, you're inside for like 2 years, so going back into the world, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's a little hard.
I feel you. Y'all been doing good at it though. Y'all got personality. Brandon,
all I know, I was getting money in the quarantine.
Was you?
Hell yeah! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Quarantine was
You was getting money too?
I
got a new car. I got a new crib.
I got my store in the pandemic.
The economy was
How old
cracking.
are you?
28.
28. Okay. When you said young, I was thinking you was talking like 20. I'm like, shit.
Man, I'll be forgetting you. You're not even 30 yet.
Yeah,
I'm 35. I just turned 35 in April. 80s baby.
Hey.
I'm barely an 80s baby. I still made it.
When are you guys gonna get into movies
today?
Or is that an aspiration
right
of yours?
Right, it might not.
No, I am. I do. I definitely want to. And whenever y'all hit me up for anything, anyone in this room, y'all need me to do anything, I want to learn.
Y'all are the
I want to literally get into just anything that's creative makes me happy.
Listen.
Whether it's music, art, fashion, photography, acting, whatever it is. Like when people hit me up to do music videos, I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be in your music video shaking ass.
Damn.
Unless the money's right, you know what I'm saying?
And it's not.
If the check is good
anymore.
If the check is good, you might get a little. It ain't.
They try to give you $100
But
hour.
I'm trying to do cool. That's how I kind of got into my, getting into acting. I'm like, let me play a cool role in the video, man.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
Yeah. Nice.
So I'm down, and you don't hit me. Shit.
Okay. Yeah. Can you start answering y'all phones sometimes? Girls and phones are so crazy.
I do answer my phone.
I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying in general.
I know
bro. You do get back.
I get back.
Kennedy get back to you next year.
Why am I the bad guy?
I'll send everything. If someone hits me up, if someone texts me, and I read it, and if I'm busy and I put my phone down, I'll forget. The day's going fast. That's why he's like, I hit you up to be in the movie. Yeah. I'm like, bro, you gotta hit me again, like at least one more time. Shit, God,
I respond to
back.
That's how my phone works.
The fuck? Put us in a group text, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, ladies, I want to really thank y'all for coming through.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate this. This was dope. Brandon enjoyed y'all. Movies and Models enjoyed. Can y'all let us know what's coming up next with you, Kennedy? What's coming up next with you? Where we can find y'all? All of that. Give us all the links.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at kennedy.pico. What's coming up next for me is I'm definitely still working on the Kitty Rules podcast. And I'm relaunching my store. So I know everybody was a fan of the Kennedy Pico lingerie that I had. And I kind of
had that?
I took it down. We had a store on Pico and La Brea, but I took it down because, sometimes you got to fail to win. And so I realized that through my store, and I really appreciate every lesson I learned through that. So now we're revamping and we're really launching, and we're going to make everything perfect. So I won't have any hiccups, because it's all about the consumers, all about the customers, all about the people that's supporting you. So I want to make sure everything's perfect for them.
Nice. And your other podcast is here. That podcast is here. Right here at Co-Create.
Lingerie store.
What's
coming
the
and
podcast called again?
Kitty Rules Podcast.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's with
I like
me
that.
and two of my other host, my co-host, Bammy Rodale. He does everybody's hair, celebrity hairstylist, and Nate, which is his partner. But
so can I get my hair done on the podcast?
That
would be cool. I think Bam would be down for that though.
It would be different for sure.
That would be. There we go. Don't steal that, motherfucker. Don't y'all take that. Zilla, what you got coming up next, and where can we find you?
So it's Madzilla on Instagram, every other platform, TikTok, YouTube, everything is Killer Madzilla. Motherfucker stole my name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I actually have a podcast I'm about to start also. It's called The Playroom. The Playroom, I'm dropping that in July. So
what's it about?
It's going to be basically all topics, kind of, all different type of topics. But I will say it is powered by a sex toy company. So we're gonna have some freaky
Spicy
conversations.
Topics.
Yeah,
like
you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Okay,
So that's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be all based on that. Well, it's kind of like Joe Rogan style. Any topic, and just all different types of people, artists. It could be regular people. It can be fashion designers, music artists, anyone.
And they're sponsoring you.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank God.
Nice. Where are you doing it at?
We're actually about to get a location, I think, in downtown LA.
Okay.
So, I'm letting them kind of like handle that and put it all together.
Here right now at Co-Create.
Exactly.
What's going on?
But other than that, I'm about to launch my website again. I kind of took a break with that just because single mom life is hard out here. You know what I mean? I'm a mom first and foremost. I have my son
really
like 5
good
days a
one,
week.
too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice.
But I'm just trying to just stay as creative as possible and I do music too. I'm about to drop a mixtape called Manifest. I'm dropping that soon.
Give me a little note right now.
I just dropped a song called Drugs With You. I dropped the video on YouTube, so make sure y'all check that out. I'm just trying to stay in my creative space and stay in my MILF gang era. You know?
Yeah. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming. Please, everybody, thank y'all. Be more. You got anything you want to say on the way up out of here?
Big B.
Lovers and Friends on Tubi. That's
Lovers and Friends on Tubi,
That's all
people.
I'm saying right now for the next forever.
Forever.
Can I be in the second one though?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in the first.
Hey, take your acting classes now. Everyone getting their acting classes now. You never know what's gonna happen.
We got 3 movies coming out this year.
Actress. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, me too. I just shit.
Movies and Models.
I'm a natural blonde.
Everybody, pay attention, like, subscribe, watch. Please DM these ladies. Tell them what you thought about them and what they got going on. Let us know, who we should have on next.
Yep.
That's it. That's that. All right.
All right. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Nice.